Welcome everybody to yet another video from this channel, and this is a game I'm very excited for because this game is related to something which is very near to my heart, you can say, because I love the film and I love to see that film no matter how many times I'm just seeing and or I'm going through it. So it's really very cool and it's really very good that I am always into that movie, and I hope most of you guys are always into that film. Well, wait one second. I don't know why this went into a tsunami mode all of a sudden. I'm really very sorry, guys. I guess it was something which already came all of a sudden, and since I do it randomly along when I'm playing games, so it's really difficult to actually stop it. So I'm trying my hands on keyboard so that I can return to what actually we were into. So here we go, and here we are. So everybody, welcome to the GTA 5 Green Goblin mode, and welcome. We all are going to change into that thing that I one thing I love about being negative, and that is being sexy. I mean, negative can be so sexy sometimes. Like, you just see Baywatch is coming, man. Baywatch is coming. I just saw its promos, and Priyanka Chopra looks hell, and she is the negative character in the film, and she looks so beautiful. She looks so angelic, man. And here we are, the Green Goblin mode. So welcome everybody again to the GTA 5 Green Goblin mode, and we are into our character now, and everything's very good, you can see. Well, I think I should actually share the story of Green Goblin for those who just don't know who is Green Goblin. It actually has its base from the movie Spider-Man, and we all know Peter Parker because he is one of our favorites characters since childhood. I don't know about everybody, but it has been a very close character to my heart because I love watching that film. And even in the start of the video, I said that this is a kind of character and this is a kind of movie I'll always want to do, and I'll always do. Or I mean, it's so beautiful. I mean, characters should be signed in such a way. People should, or the actors should sign such kind of films which actually goes well. Well, the story of Green Goblin, for all those, I guess, very few. I mean, maybe a mere percentage of people. Oh God, that slow mo. I mean, that I love walking in slow mo, and this game actually allows you to go in that slow mo, and that board I am onto it, it flies, and it's so good. Well, it's the power of Green Goblin, and this place is so beautiful. Seriously. Well, I'm so bad. I was just discussing about this story and I just went on to the scenery, which is really very bad, and just cutting everyone off. So let me tell you about this story. It's about Peter Parker's friend Harry Osborn. Harry Osborn? Yes, he was Harry Osborn, and his father. He actually he was into in his company, and he wasn't able to make such kind of thing. Oscorp, yeah, the company's name was Oscorp. I remember, man. Everybody does. So stop guessing things. I know everybody is knowing what is going on. Well, we all know that in Oscorp, he was actually the jury members were not actually relying upon whatever experiments he was doing, and they were not actually happy with his work in the company, and they wanted him to just leave it, or to retire him, I guess. And he didn't want it to that to happen, and that's why he was working on a thing, and there was a Green Goblin serum which was made in the industry, and in the laboratory, and the jury members, they actually put forward a condition that if he can actually prove that that serum is really very important, they can actually let him be into that company for longer period. And he started doing it with animals, but that wasn't considerable, because of which the jury member said that, okay man, you just have to do it, or you just have to test it. Oh, again that slow motion, I love it. I just love playing this game. So let's come back to the point, which is that the jury members, they wanted him to actually do such kind of things, and to test it on humans, and he tested him on himself. and it actually went very bad for him. It actually went bad for all of us. Like, if you go along with the movie kind of view, then it actually went bad for all of us. Like, you can see in this scene also, or not in this scene, all of us have seen this movie. Perhaps, I guess all of us have seen that film, and we all know that this Green Goblin character was so dangerous in the film, and it was so difficult for everybody to kill him. Well, or to get power with him. Well, we all know that Green Goblin has a lot of powers. He just goes, he's very cool, and he does all of his works like a boss, like he's doing now in this game. So that the man who tested him on himself, the serum on himself, he actually got affected very badly, and because of that, he became Green Goblin, which actually became a threat for all of us, like for the film, for the mankind, for everybody, because this serum was not good at all. The chromosomes, I think many of you are not actually good at bio, but I am very good at biology, and I know that chromosomes contain genes, and genes decide your character. So I guess there was something bad in their chromosomes, especially the genes, and that genes affected him very badly. He was already in a very tense mood because he was actually thrown out of his company, Oscorp, and he just tried it on himself. And what happened next was in front of all of our eyes, and it really ended bad. So this game, I love playing it because this is a cool type of thing. Like, you can go beneath water also, like they're doing right now. They're going beneath water. Okay, what? The whole city is submerged into water, or what? Yes, exactly. I guess it's a very cool thing. I've always said in the one of the games which we have played, which is actually different from this, which is GTA Tsunami mode, which is actually different from GTA Green Goblin mode, which we are playing right now. In that also, I mentioned that I love cities being submerged into water, although it creates a loss of properties, a loss of human lives, but for me it is very eye-catching. It's very attractive. Well, I don't want it to happen in reality, but in games, as far as games are concerned, it looks beautiful and it looks astounding. I love it. And the scenery just before my eyes is so beautiful. The mountains, the cities. Well, guys, I always wanted to say this, that we need a very good uh, like balance between the nature and the urbanization, which is really very important and which is really very much required, like this game. It's a kind of they have managed the scenes, like the natural scenes, the building scenes. Oh, that slow-mo fall, that's cool. you know I guess most of the guys out there, they haven't seen the Baywatch serial. I have done, and I know that this music, whenever that music starts, everybody feels like going and everybody goes like running in slow motion, and it's so catching to your ears that you cannot stop your body from actually responding to it or reacting to it. It's very good. Okay, half of the city is submerged into water and rest of them are running nicely, and they don't have any tension about the rest of the city. They are into themselves. So I guess this is good about him. You can see this man actually being bad is so sexy. I told it even in the start of the game, and you can see that he's just going on and he's just he's bombing here and there, and that's, look at that man. That's what I do. I mean, this is some kind of good thing about being bad. You can just kill anyone and you don't have the guilt of doing that. Well, that looks good when games are concerned, but if games aren't, oh my god, I thought he got a power. He can actually collide with the car and he can just he is able to take that, but it isn't possible. I guess it was very difficult for him to take that collision with the car he just did, and it's really very difficult to do that. Like I have always said, it's kind of quality which makes negative characters so beautiful. Like, I guess most of Indians and for all the Americans or the foreigners who are watching this video, they must not be knowing about the film Ravan, where a child, he was actually very much into the negative characters, and I guess I actually have a connection with that child in manners of my mentality, because I too found the negative characters more astounding and more catching, because they actually define how powerful the hero should be, and how hard work the hero should do to actually kill him. Well, there's a girl and she needs to be killed. Wait, I must say we should actually this things, like these kind of things, killing everybody, having no guilt of such kind of things, looks good when it's game, but when it is not in real life, you guys should actually not try it. It's only for games. And with games, I guess like the music or the sound, you can see that screaming sound, man, that looks cool when it's game, because that actually gives you those feeling that you need to kill people. They're actually afraid of you, and they're running here and there, with that fear that you will come and you'll kill them, and you can actually conquer the whole city, and then you just have to go, you just have to move, and then you just need to be. Oh my god, is that a wolf? I killed a man. I killed an animal also. Well, guys, I must say one thing. I must say this to everybody right there, whoever is watching this game. We all need to protect each and every animal around us, because they cannot actually scream, they cannot actually shout, they cannot actually fight for their rights, they cannot fight for their lives. We need to do that. We need to do that for each and every animal. When it comes to games, it's cool like it is now, but when it comes to them in the real life, I guess this is something which should be done, or this is something which should actually be only up to the games. But when outside this, you guys should actually need to be very sure of whatever you are doing. So GTA 5 Green Goblin Mod is something which makes you a negative character in a game, which is very cool. I find it really very cool, like making everybody bombing their cars. Oh, somebody shooted me from back. Yeah, somebody did. Somebody shooted me from back. So this mode is really very cool, because it makes you a negative character, which is very beautiful in itself. I guess somebody is shooting from back, or they're shooting right from front. Oh my god, that slow-mo blasting of cars, it's a kind of cool thing, I guess. It's very rare to see in the real life. So some kind of things, why do I like games, or why anybody likes game? Because games take you to places, and games actually provide you some kind of characters you actually think of being in real life, which can never be. And they actually provide you that opportunity that you can actually be some kind of a people who is very much into games, like who is very much into characters. They just want to wander here and there if you aren't an actor, because actors have the privilege of doing anything. They can become a policeman, they can become a doctor, they can become a hero for sure, and they can become the negative characters too. But for the normal people like us, or like you, this is impossible, and that's what's happening. Like shooting from my board, from my flying board, it's also good. I mean, everything is very cool in this game. Like, again, everybody's shouting. Why, man? Why you know what? You guys shout. This is the reason why I need to kill you people. Like, killing is so much fun. They just blast, and they just fly, and they just fall in the water. Somebody is going there. Somebody. It actually it actually relates. The scene relates to the South films. I mean, they actually over exaggerate everything, I guess. And this is a kind of that thing. Oh my god, are those skyscrapers? Well, this city is quite beautiful. I always wanted a city like that to live. I hope I can do that in future. Well, sometimes you are away in some kind of beauty, and then you aren't in a state to speak anything. I think this is something which is happening to me right now, which is really very which is really uncool this time, because I'm a very bad. I mean, that actually makes me a bad narrator. Playing games, listening to this music, and then and I haven't played a game like this before, like GTA 5, the Green Goblin Mod. A game like that actually makes you a negative character, and you just need to do it like a boss. Like being negative is so much fun, and his face is so dangerous. Well, I think all of you have seen the face, because I think the maybe, I guess, 1 to 2%. Oh my god, I never knew this was coming. I mean, it was blasted by me myself, and it just went. Okay, I don't have to do anything. My board is doing everything. Bomb. Like I've got a plenty of bombs. I got plenty of things. Okay, guys, you know what? I went on a trip outside today, and I shouted a lot. I sang a lot, and I really confess that I'm a really bad singer, but still I sang a lot, and which actually made my throat even worse. Like it is bad. And now after shouting and shouting, I mean after continuous shouting, which I have done the whole day, my throat has gone worse, and I can do nothing about it, which is actually very bad. I mean, such kind of screaming sounds you're seeing, or your ears are so prone to those screaming sounds right now, and you cannot actually be. Oh, I just love this thing, like the way he goes, and then a slow mo kind of a walk he does. It always, it always. I mean, the retrospections again. I mean, this thing is very cool. I mean, I always wanted to do a slow mo. I'm very bad at slow mo. Some of these slow motions dancers, I am really in a way the way they dance, and I really appreciate their talent, because it's a kind of talent everybody cannot have. There you need all your nerves to be perfectly twisted so that you can actually do that slow mo kind of dancing. And this is one of those things which is really very cool. I mean, I really find slow-mo dancing is really cool, and slow-mo things, and this is the reason perhaps I love Baywatch, because it's all about slow-mo, and many of those dancing things, and you can see even in some of the like Step Up movie, and many of the dancing movies, they actually do certain things in slow-mo, which actually adds up to the beauty and adds up to the screen of the film, which is really very cool. And I find it really very cool, because everything is so much into our hands. Because when you do is shooting, he just punched me. He punched Green Goblin. Is I mean, are his senses working at their right places? I guess, because confronting, standing just above my, just before my face, and they're punching on my face. How can you do that? I mean, that was really insulting. It was fucking insulting that somebody is standing on your face and he's punching. That to a common man in front of Green Goblin. Well, GTA 5 Green Goblin Mod is about to end now, because I have done a quite of destruction. I have obliterated the whole city. It was already quite obliterated by the tsunami hit, and I just add up to the flavor, and it actually went bad for everybody. So I'm really very happy that Spider-Man movie actually gave us a character like that, which is so cool. You know, being negative is so much fun, so much sexy, only when it is a game. But when it comes to real life, we all should understand that this is not a kind of thing we should do. And with that note, I guess I should actually take a, a, a bye from all of you guys, because that's needed for now. Okay, every